Wes, can you unmute yourself, or Sam, can you unmute Wes?
Yeah, I'm here, Rob.
Okay, Wes. Okay, I've got to say, I want to just ask you some questions, and if you're happy to just run through, just to try and give the best value you can from that. Can you tell everyone, Wes, your background and why you've come over to where we are?
My professional background, I'm a builder. I'm from Sheffield. I'm 29 years old. I'm not going to mention the company I used to be in, but it was a service-based company, and we was doing really well.
Okay. And what made you come over? Because obviously you spoke to me. What was the reason you came over? Because we didn't just say, right, come into my business. How did we come to the situation we're in at the moment? What did you and I do that made you join this?
It's a fresh opportunity, and I really do believe that this company, eCommunize, is going to put a lot of pressure on other service companies due to the fact that they've got freedom when it comes to the suppliers. I mean, most companies, service companies are tied into one company, whereas eCommunize, it's literally the whole market. So it's the freedom of it.
Okay, and I totally agree with that. So when you started, you didn't actually start when you first joined. What happened? What did you tell me when you signed up? Okay, as a free affiliate, and then we had a conversation. What happened after that when you first joined, mate?
I had to have a serious think of. I had a leadership role in my old company. I'm still a part of that company, but I'm not going to be doing anything there. I had a leadership role, so I had to really, really think it through. But like I said, the opportunity with eCommunize, it's just, we're going to find not just me. There's going to be plenty more of me, like you yourself, Rob. You saw it straight away. This company it's going to explode in the UK. I can just see it, and it was a gut feeling, and I just took the plunge and jumped over.
And a little thing for now, because where's what he hasn't said? He started, he saw it, but then he took a little bit of time out, a few days. And I said to him, look, mate, I support what you're doing. And here's a little tip. You must be thinking about the people you bring in. If someone doesn't see it, I didn't say to Wes, you've got to stay in this. You know, it's the best thing since sliced bread. What I said to Wes is, mate, I can see it. I really do. You know, you may see it later. And I totally support what you're thinking. So let's go fast forward. Last Thursday, Wes, what did you send me last Thursday? Because you sent me a message. What was it?
I went to the business opportunity meeting in Manchester just to check everything out, meet the co-founders, and feel the vibe, really.
And what did you send me? Because you didn't message me. You sent me a picture, didn't you?
Yeah, I sent you a picture of the meeting itself.
So, guys, I then got that. I thought, where the hell is he? What's he doing? I said, where are you? I wasn't at the meeting. And he said, I'm at Manchester. Okay, I said, okay. And I thought, two and two together. Is that the meeting? He said, yeah. And his next response was, I'm in. So from there, cut long story short, Wes has now taken the bull by the horns. So Wes, let's fast forward now. That's your story, and I think it's a story in itself. So it just shows, you know, how confident that you are that this is a great opportunity. So can you tell me now how you're looking to get people in your business? Can you tell what you said to me and how you intend to build your business? What have you done?
What do you mean by recruiting, Rob?
Yes, if you start on what you said to me about bringing people in and why, how you've done it the way you have.
Right. Rob, you're going to have to clarify. Do you mean building structure-wise, or do you mean just recruiting in general?
Okay, because you said, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get 3 people, okay?
Yep.
I'm going to then get people underneath them, and then we get customers. So I want you to break down why you thought that and talk about the promotion of getting to the first level, because you told me that.
Okay. So for me personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 3 lines, and what I mean by lines is people, organizations. I'm going to get them running, make sure they know what they're doing, so then I can move away from them 3. So basically, I'm opening 3 lines up. I'm going to be working with them 3 people, so they know exactly what to do, exactly how to get customers, because there's no point in just bringing people in. It is a people business, but we also need customers. So I'm going to be, like I said, working with them 3 lines, working deep in them lines until I find leaders, and get them up and running, and then obviously open another 3 lines and build it that way.
Awesome. So again, I've done it slightly different, but I like the way Wes is doing it, okay? Because I've gone wide, and I've got 2 people in today. So again, I'm not actively trying to recruit. And I'm not saying that flippantly. I've got a lady from Ireland, and I've had to put her underneath someone. So guys, you're probably saying, well, put them underneath me. Guys, I will do my best, but you can imagine I've got lots of people. And you guys that have already had people underneath you, I'm sure you'll agree that I have been doing my best to try and help them. But I've got to be trying to be as fair as I can to everyone on that. And I will continue to do that, okay? So Wes, okay, talk to me about how you get, this is the meat of the crunch, okay? So that's what you intended to do. I want to talk about customers. This is what this Zoom's about. So talk to me, we might do a little bit of role play if you're happy to do that in a minute. You didn't know we were going to do this, to be fair, okay? What is your understanding? How are you thinking about what you need to do to get a customer? What are you thinking?
Right, what I've done today is I've sent a few text messages out. With me already being in the industry, it was a little bit easier, but what I've done is I've texted my close friends and family, and all I've said is, like my sister, I rang my sister up and I said, Caroline, can you do me a favour? She went, yes, of course. So then I said, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link. I need to get some quotes together before tomorrow morning, and I've left it while the last minute because it's been a bank holiday weekend. I need to get these quotes together. If I send you the link out, can you just quickly run through a gas and electric quote and send me the screenshot back? Instead of saying to her, do you want to save some money, or can we swap your service provider? All I've asked for is the quote. And now she's going to do that tonight, and she's going to send me that back. Okay,
right. So very simply, let me summarise that. So you aren't actually trying to get her to change her supply at the moment, or your objective is for her to go and get a quote for you to do you a favour?
Yes.
The 3 things I've wrote down there, everyone should be writing this down. I'll help you guys out, okay? Can you do me a favour? Okay? What I'm going to do, Wes is directing once you've got agreements to it. I need, okay, so when you've got trusting your family, your friends, people, and I'm not saying every single one of them will, okay, you will find they care about you, they will do you a favour. And if you put it in the way that Wes done, and he's an expert at this, he don't want me to say this, but he is and there's a few of you on here that are like that. You're just born to do this, okay? Do I do it? I'm okay at it, but I'm learning. But I'm quite happy with my results. I'm going to go more at it, okay? So Wes, what are you going to then say once Caroline comes back to you?
Mm-hmm. Right. Again, there's a couple of ways actually. You gave me one the other day. Your way, what you gave me was, if I can get you that deal, do you want it? Pretty simple. The other ways are, again, asking for the favour. So one of the ways you can close them on the deal is, Caroline, I know you want me to do well. Would you mind supporting me and becoming one of my customers? I can save you £250 anyway. It's going to be no hassle to you. I'll do all the work for you. And that's it. Because most people don't like to switch energy providers because they think it's hassle. That's all it is. They think it's hassle. So if you explain that it's no hassle to them, tell them they're going to save money, ask for the favour and tell them that they'll be helping you in your business as well. And they're the main things, really.
Okay, really good points there. And like with that, this is all about, because Wes took one of my little ideas. And also, I've got to say to Sam, the one thing we also forgot, okay, if someone signs up at the moment, they get put into a draw for 3 years' worth, a free annual usage of electric and gas, free. That's a draw you get, and a television. So there's a little incentive. So if you heard the advert, if Carlsberg made, nightclubs, if Carlsberg made restaurants, if Carlsberg made an MOM, in my mind, this is what it is. That's why I'm so excited. So when I said about that point, can you do me a favour? This is what Wes was saying there. I then are going to add in about also, if you sign up, you can go, which Sam's reminded me about, there's a promotion, is you can go into a draw for free electric and gas and a TV. So there's so many ways you can do it. But the point I'm trying to get across to everyone, I've been speaking to quite a few people, you must not sell them the idea. When they see their savings, and if they don't see savings, and I'm not saying everyone's going to see a big savings, I've seen a lot. But if they saved, right, 10 quid, you know, is that going to be enough? And they're tied in. Would you then say, come over? I wouldn't. Because the whole point of it is, that's not going to benefit them. Okay, it might benefit me, but I want to help people. If I can save them money, I will. If someone's come to me with a quote and said, actually, I'm going to save about a tenner, but I've got to come out of it with my exit fee of £30 each, it's not worth doing. But if they've got that screenshot, that's the power. When you go back and they see that screenshot, you said, wow, is that right? And then I say, right, actually, I saved £172. I had £30 exit fees each, £60. I'm saving £112. I then go, right, my mum has signed up. She saved £189. And my sister's also signed up. She saved over £200. That is powerful. So if you can get customers, you can actually use that as you're promoting how it can benefit them. Because they know others are doing it. They think, well, if they're doing it, it's surely going to be okay. Because we're very simply, and I'm sure all of us has gone onto a comparison site and done this ourselves. So that's all we're doing. There's no different. So when people think, oh, I've got to be careful, you know, my comparison site is it? It's not. You are just going to give them more customer care. The form they fill in is so much simpler, and they are generically going to get the same deal as they are from from any other comparison site. But they are going to be thinking, right, I like Rob. I want to do him a favour. And when Wes said, right, I know you want me to do well. These are diamonds. These are gold nuggets. So if you haven't wrote those down, write them down. Okay? Wes, can we do a role play? Let's see this in action. You up for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, right, Wes. You've rung me. Right, we're speaking. Go.
Hi, Rob. How you doing?
Hey, Wes. I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good. How's your Easter been? Has it been good?
It's been very good, mate. I've been out with the family. Only problem is we've got lots of eggs out there. It's like a sweet shop, mate. But I'll get
So, Rob, the reason I'm calling you, I've got to get some quotes in for tomorrow, so I'm going to get in trouble. Okay, so I need a quick favour off you. Is that okay?
What's that, mate? No, yeah, go on.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link over now, and all I need you to do, Rob, is just quickly go through the page. It's for your gas and electric. All I need you to do is get yourself a quote, see how much you can save, screenshot me that quote, and just send it me back, mate.
Okay, and you need it by when?
I need it ASAP. I need it by tomorrow morning.
Okay, mate. I tell you what, how long will it take?
It'll literally take you about 5 minutes tops.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you send it over, mate, you know, I want to help you out. Send it over. I'll send it back to you, mate, and screenshot it.
Right, thank you very much. Rob, what I'll do, once I've done that and you sent me the screenshot, I'll follow up with you tomorrow and just let you know the results.
Okay, cool.
Right, thank you very much, Rob.
All right, bud, I'll speak to you later.
Bye-bye.
Right, guys, has Wes told me that he's going to save me money? No. Has Wes, you know, Wes has directed that conversation very, very well. I can't say no. I could have said, well, I can do it later, but he's actually said, I'm going to get into trouble. You know, is he going to get into trouble? No, they don't know that. And basically, in his mind, he needs someone to get a screenshot there. So he's going to get in trouble in his head. That's what it is. So can you guys understand? I don't know how many of you have been doing this in a different way. Okay? This is how you do it. Now, the formula is you do 10 of these, you're going to get 3 sales. Do not focus on your first person saying, no, I can say. I had someone a couple of days ago, did it, screenshot, sent over to me, 286 quid saving. I said, wow, that's good. I said, yeah, that's quite good there. I said, right, thanks very much for doing that. I'm going to send it back to the company. And I said, I tell you what, if I could get you that price, would you want to switch? And he said, well, not at the moment because I'm with Sainsbury's or something like that, and we just swapped it over. So if he hadn't swapped it over in his mind, and I've got to still speak to him, because I'm going to say, look, you know, you're going to save this, and I'll carry that on. But ultimately, you may get that situation happen. Now, that's one down. So I've gone, okay, one down, got a screenshot, fantastic. No, but they saved 200 and whatever pounds. Number 2. So I've challenged everyone to do exactly what Wes has just shown you there, okay, to 10 people. and see what you get. Now, if you say, Rob, I did that and I got one person, or I didn't get any, I'm then going to say to you, right, no problem. I'll tell you what I want to do another 10, and I bet you're going to get minimum another 3 or 4 sales. Okay? This, I want someone to prove it wrong. And you might say, oh, they're all on prepayment. They're not that. You've got lots of friends and family and different situations. I would say I try to speak to people that I know are going to be very open to help me out. And then I make a list and I go down that way. Okay? If you guys are getting value from this, can you put in the chat bar, one, you understand it and you're getting value? I'm not going to carry on until I see that chat bar saying, yes, I have. And if there's any questions, let me know. So just say yes if you got value. I'm not moving until I see it. Keep going. This is like being my Facebook Live. You'll see me wanting little thumbs up and that. Okay, that's enough. I've seen enough. That means we're doing it right. Okay. If anyone doesn't get this and thinks, oh, not sure, and by all means, guys, it's not me saying you have to that. If there's anyone that actually thinks this is not the way that they can do it, put no and explain why. And then what we will do, we will personally speak to you. I will personally come down and speak to you on the phone. So leave your number and I'll talk whether I do a role play with you. All right? Because I know this works. Okay? So this is the gold nuggets. You know, if you don't go off this phone thinking, Christ almighty, I should be having quite a lot of customers. So if we are all getting customers and we are doing this, we're all going to be able to teach it. Now you can show your downline, your teams, or yourself. You can watch this again. This is, I keep saying these Zooms are very, very good. This is explosive. I'm telling you that now, guys. And I'm very excited, as you can probably tell, because this is what I've been looking for 9 years. So the information I get there is really giving me the excitement. Okay? Wes, awesome, mate. Is there anything else you want to add to what you've said?
Yes, there is. Because we're going to friends and family as well, just remember that your friends and family know who you are. Okay, so if you're being fake, they're going to know. All right, they're going to know something's wrong. So just, if you need to, ring your closest friend up and practice role play and tell him why you're doing it. Okay, or tell her why you're doing it. But you are going to get people that are going to say no. So just remember that in your head. Don't let it scare you off. Some people say no. And I saw down at the bottom of one of the comments that you might ring 10 people and they all say no. That's correct. It is correct. It is a numbers game. But on the other hand, with friends and family, if you use the favor script, okay, and say, I know you want me to do well, it's a major nugget, that one, nugget. If you use that, they then think, well, you know what, I'm going to help him or her in her business. I'm saving money anyway. And that's how you close them on the deal. So I hope that helps, guys. My battery's running low, Rob, on my phone. So,
all right, mate. That's awesome. And I'll reiterate that. Think about what I said about the lottery ticket. I know 100 people, if I went out and said, right, here's the lottery ticket, and I had those numbers, they wouldn't all put it on. So if you're thinking, right, oh, do I get customers? No. Okay, am I worried? No, because I'm going to do the numbers. And if you get that in your mind and you're not thinking of, if you were in a job and you're being paid for speaking on the phone at a call center, you don't think, oh, they didn't upgrade or they didn't sort of take it on. You think, well, I've got to go to someone else. It's no different. But because we get affected by no's. I don't. You know, I've got over that. I used to, and I used to think, oh my God, it must be me. It's not you, it's normal. So if you're getting all yeses, you're doing it wrong. And I say that in a very positive way because it's what happens. Okay? Right, Sam, do you want to go through the excess part now?
Not yet. Nim's got a hand raised, so Nim must have something that she wants to say. So I want to quickly bring Nim on. Nim, can you unmute yourself, darling?
Nim, are you there?
Yeah, sorry. The reason I put my hand up is because I couldn't hear everything properly. And
okay.
I've missed so many bits because I think maybe it's my Wi-Fi. It just kept blocking out, and that's why I put my hand up. I'm so sorry, but
that's not a problem.
Because it's recorded, I'm sure I'm gonna be able to listen to it again because the things that you guys are saying are totally amazing, and it's really helping me. And I just wanted to zoom in and just listen to every word you say.
Guys, if anyone hasn't been able to hear this, personally speak to me, message me, and I will do a one-on-one with you. if not. But I don't want all of you. You should hear this. But Nim, if you need more, Sam or I will speak to you more about it, because we want to make sure people get this. Okay. So if anyone hasn't heard it, it's recorded. You should be able to hear it as a recording. So don't worry.
Well,
okay. Sam, anything else?
hopefully it should be that. It's just,
Go on, Nim.
yeah, it's just, I don't know how to do messages like everybody does on the thing. I need to learn that. That's why I had to put my hand up. Sorry.
Right, that's okay. If you speak to Sam or myself, I will walk you through it.
Okay, great stuff. Thank you so much.
That's okay, no problem. Okay. Any questions going down the chat bar? We'll look at the very end if there's any specific questions. Sam, do you want to go through your stuff?
I'm going to bring Alison on because Alison's been testing this format today. So I'm just going to bring Alison on. Alison, can you just explain what's happened with you today, please, darling?
Right. Well, you put the task on to contact 10 people using the script, which is pretty much along the lines of what we've been talking about. So I wrote down my 10 people. I actually made myself a little contact sheet. So I've been very organised. I've had 2 people get back to me on it and been given 2 quotes, which have been higher than my own quote that I got from myself, which was good. And basically sent them the script, you know, could you help me out, do me this wee favour? If I send you the link, would you give me a quote and see what comes out of it for me? So they did the quote, sent me the screenshot, and I replied back with, you know, that is a really good saving. That was my first response. Wow, that's a great saving that you're getting. You know, I can't even remember what else I said after that, but I sent them the contest, the prize draw, let them know about that should they wish to go ahead and switch, and also invited them to look around the rest of the website to see if there was any other things that they would be interested in as well, because I know a couple of them are drivers, so I pointed out the excess to them as well, and they're going to have a look at that.
Okay, Alison. So what you're saying to me is you've got them to get a quote, which is pretty good. And then what you've actually then done is done an upsell saying, well, have a look at some other stuff. And we're going to talk about the excess in a minute. So did you think of that by yourself, or did someone tell you that? Or how did you do that?
Just, you know, like say, once they sent me the screenshot and everything, like say, just thanked them for doing me the favour. Like I say, just said about how great what the quote was that they got, and just invited them to look around the rest of the site as well and see what else maybe was relevant for them.
And did you find it difficult? How did you find it?
No, I was all right. Because, like you say, I mean, this is, you know, friends of mine that I know. One of them, the second girl that actually did it for me, when she said that it was fine for her to go ahead and do that, she was like, I'm not going to have to speak to anybody, am I? Because, you know how antisocial I am and everything. It's like, no, you just have to do it online, and you know it's only me that you have to go through, and you know I'm daft anyway, and you're used to it. So, just a bit of banter, because it's, you know, it's a pal.
Yeah. You know what? So, do you feel confident speaking to more people now, Alison, by what you've just gone through?
Yeah, gradually. I mean, like I say, that's the 2 that I've gone through. I've seen through my messenger that other ones that I wrote down have actually seen my original message. So I'll maybe, you know, I'll probably touch base with them again and just say, you know, I've still got a little bit of leeway. Are you able to have a look and just help me out? Because I've still got a bit of time to get these quotes in.
Okay, I think exactly right. Well done. That's brilliant. And I think ultimately, you can do it a combination. You can I do messenger chats and do it that way. I make sure they respond to it. I don't put the message down, the whole message. I wait till people respond and I'm having a conversation. I'll also do it verbally as well. So my mum and my sister went round there, said, look, you know, next door neighbour, there's one. I went to her and I was chatting to her. She had a parcel for us. And I said, who's your electric and gas with? He said, oh, I'm with SSE. I said, what's it like? Are they any good? She said, oh, they're a nightmare. My bills have gone up. They changed my payments. I said, right. So I'm thinking, thank you very much. I said, you know what? I've just changed mine. I went to this comparison site, and my savings was £172. Okay. Do you want to have a look at it?
Mm.
She said, yeah. So I got it on her phone. I've got to follow her up tomorrow, I think she said, to give her a call.
Yeah.
So that was just the approach there. You know, that wasn't even using the approach there. It needs to be natural. I want to help her. She said to me, like, oh, it's a nightmare. When they say that, that means they want help.
Mhm.
Okay? So thank you, Alison. That's really
No, that's
helpful.
okay, 'cause what I was saying earlier on in our chat group, after I got those two that did the quote, I put a comment in our chat group just to say that, you know, I know 2 looks like a small number, but to me that's actually really huge, because that's the furthest I've got pretty much in any MLM that I've done so far.
Guys, Alison, this is what you guys must be getting in your heads. Do not look at the figures. I've been in that figures and I'm thinking, oh, there must be something I'm doing wrong. How can they get this numbers? It's not about that. You just got to learn the skills. And this is you teaching. We're trying to teach you the skills. If you get this and you are good at building relationships, you will make a fortune. I promise you that. That's what I'm going to do. I haven't looked at my numbers. I know they're pretty good, and I know I'm getting excited. But I'm not even thinking about that. I'm going in thinking, who else can I help? That's all my mindset is. And whatever comes from that, and Sam, I haven't looked at the figures. Sam said, you know, if you look at your figures, you're going to make, I won't say the amount, but ultimately, it is about that. But I'm just so excited. Everyone's coming in. I think, my God, what's going on? This is bizarre. But that's the thing. Don't get overwhelmed. One sale is a success. One person.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the way I was meaning it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, in that way, it is a huge accomplishment getting those 2.
Yeah. If you can do one, you can do another. You can do 2, you can do another. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. The fortunate thing for all of us, we're in a very, very privileged place where we're at the very start. And everything is in place. Okay? And that's the thing I want to reiterate. All right, so thank you, Alison. Yeah, it's really, really useful information there. Sam, do you want to go through your stuff?
Yeah, I can do that. That's good. But you know, the beautiful thing about it is as well, Alison, because you're building your confidence, when you've got to the point whereby you've not got friends and family to speak to anymore, it will just roll off your tongue. So you won't mind speaking to people like who you talk to on the internet, who, you know, you don't have, you know, a face-to-face relationship with, but you've still got a relationship with. So, you know, what this is about, it's about taking the baby steps so that you can take the big steps and then you can run with it. You know, and it's, for me, it's so heartwarming to see that you feel the way that you feel and you're moving forward in the way that you're moving forward. Now, one of the things that we do want to touch base with you about is the excess policy, because obviously if you've got a situation whereby anybody that's driving a car, if you find that they've got a situation whereby the excess is, I don't know, £200, take this into consideration. This excess policy, it runs for a year. It doesn't run up until, like, say for instance, if I take it out today and then my insurance policy runs out in 2 months' time, it doesn't stop in 2 months' time. It doesn't run concurrent to the date of my insurance. It's from the date that I take it for a year. So my excess on my insurance is £300. But the policy that I've taken out covers me for £500 excess. When I go to reinsure my car in July, I can now take a £500 excess with the insurance policy and bring my insurance right down.
Sam, can I just clarify that? Because I didn't get this. And when I spoke to Sam earlier, I said, am I right in what I'm thinking? And she said, well, I've already said it. So I need to listen to Sam a bit more. Guys, this is a light bulb moment. What Sam is saying, my son is going to be driving soon, so don't go near where he's driving. I can't promise he'll be safe there, but he could be mad, okay? But he's going to be driving soon. He's a young driver, going to be 17, driving. His insurance is going to be astronomical, okay? What I've said and what I know now, and same with me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the highest excess possible, which means the actual policy will be lower. Yeah. Then I get the excess policy out on the 5, whatever it is. The policy's lower, paying 40, 50, whatever it is there. If you work out how much you're going to save, that is going to save you a bucket load. So am I excited? I'm going to be speaking to so many people now. Said, what's your excess? What are you paying? How much are your premiums on your car insurance? I'm speaking to the car insurance tomorrow, find out if I can up my, I don't know if I can or not, and I don't know. I can't. Okay, so when I upgrade my car insurance next time, I'm whacking it right up. So what that means, I get then the protection, and it's happy day. I'm saving money. I said to my wife this, and she said, they're all starting to do it. I said, well, is that not going to be, affecting the companies? Because, they're going to be having massive excesses amount, and they're going to be having these protection out. And he said, well, yeah, they're all doing it now. So I thought, really? So there's another thing that I thought about. So Sam, over to you again.
What you're looking for is the way that the insurance industry works is anybody that's under the age of 25, because that's the pinnacle where they class to be a high risk. One of the reasons for it is as well, is that from 17 to 25, they don't have the driving experience. But if you remember, well, ages ago for me, but they don't actually take the drivers out, very rarely, driving at night time. So when they learn to drive, they drive in the daytime. Well, we all know the minute we get our driving licence, when is it we go out? We're working in the daytime, we'll go out at night time. So these people have got no experience. So because of that, the insurance companies hike the prices up and hike the excesses up. So you can actually, and it's anyone that's got points as well, because bearing in mind, every time you get points on your driving licence, it puts your insurance premium up. Now, even though the points only last on your licence for 3 years, with insurance, it's 5 years. So anyone that's had points on their licence, they'll be paying a higher insurance policy as well. Anyone that's had an accident, anyone that's lost their no claims bonus, they are going to be paying a high insurance policy. So the way to, and it is cheating the system, there's no other way of saying it, you're taking advantage of the system. If you look at these policy packages, and I would advise you all to do that when we get off the call, go and have a look at the excess packages, because they're not that expensive. It's cost me £40 for £500 excess. Now, realistically, to have a £500 excess on my insurance, it will save me a lot more than £40. So when you lay it out long term, you're actually saving money that way for people as well. So if you say to me, when's your insurance up for renewal? Because we're going to be doing insurance soon anyways. You then turn around and say to me, right, okay, have a look at these excess policies that we've got right now. If you're in this bracket here, you've only got £100, but it goes to £250. Next time you go to renew your insurance, take a £250 excess policy out on your insurance and bring your insurance right down. Because it's only £35 to do that. You're going to save more than £35 over the year.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it just makes so much more sense. Here's the thing, guys. I would say, we have to be a product of the product. Mm-hmm. I would say at the moment, it'd be very interesting how many of you take out excess cover. I have, okay, because 2 reasons. 1, what Sam just said makes so much sense. 2, I want to make sure I'm practicing what I preach. So if I haven't got any sales, okay, I can't get my electric and gas changed for a reason, I can get excess policy. There's insurances coming out as well. So for me, if anyone's saying I haven't got any services, I'm saying, okay, when you've got a team of people, okay, and you want to earn money, what are you going to say to them? Because I've got no one coming to me saying, Rob, have you got any customers? Have you got any services? Because I have. So I wouldn't expect anyone to do that. So that's the other thing I would say to you guys. If you are on here and you want to go up this marketing plan, you need customers. So you've got to work out, we've given you the ideas around it, you've got to work out whether you're going to be your own customer, which I think is a no-brainer. I've got my electric and gas, I've got the excess policy. Okay, I haven't bothered with a boiler because I've got a brand new boiler cover. When the insurances come out, I'll be using them because it's not as though I don't need them. It actually, if my wife said to me about this excess policy, I'd be thinking, well, if my policy goes right up and I get excess up and it goes down, I would take that out, even if it went from here. That's the way I think. So that's the thing that I would say to you all. If you haven't got a customer, the excess policy will give you a customer. So no one on here can say, I haven't got a customer. And if anyone wants to speak to me individually after this, and you can do what you want, guys. I'm not saying you have to. What I'm saying is, if you want to know how to get success, you need to follow successful people. So if you think I'm doing well and you think you'd like to be where I am, like where Sam is, follow what we're doing. Follow the 10-point plan. Follow the 4-3-2-1 system. I've got one question here, which I'm looking at the chat. Max, I'd love to have a chat with you, Max. I won't read out your comment there, but basically you're indicating you're not in the UK, but you haven't got many friends or in the UK. Okay? I'd be saying the same as you, mate. What I would say, if I haven't got any people that I've got contact in the UK and I'm out of the UK and I can't use the services, here's what I do. I didn't know what Max was going to say there. Here's what I do. I build relationships. I get on Facebook. I get on Twitter. I build relationships. That is what I would say to you, Max. Have you got any Facebook friends in the UK? If you haven't, you can start developing it. You can friend request people. So look at there and try to get them to know people. So there's no one on here. And Max, give me a call. I will tell you how to do that. All right? I don't want anyone on here saying it can't work. Okay? And I will have a conversation and say to you, look, I'll hold your hand and say, look, tell me have a look at it. Get on Facebook. This is what you need to do. So Max, if you speak to your sponsor, I don't know who your sponsor is, have a chat to them. And if you're not happy or you're not sure who to get friends, call me direct. And I said it for every single one of you. I'm very, very busy, but the one commitment I've got for each person, even if they're not in my group. I spoke to Pam last night about 1 o'clock, just on something to get WhatsApp sorted out. Does that benefit my business? Not one bit. It benefits Sam, but I want to make sure that everyone that's involved in our whole group, whether directly in my business or not, and I know a lot of you will think the same as me, we just want to help people. If you are nice and you help people, you will get rewarded. So I see that Max is saying, I'm not sure how to do this. I'm saying, Max, I'm not going to call you. You speak to your sponsor upline mentor, and if you don't get any success, you call me, okay? All right? And if you haven't got my number, message me afterwards, I'll give you my number. All right, guys? That's what I would say to that. I've got one last point, and then we'll close it out. Sam, do you want to close out your last points?
Just a little bit shocked at the way that things have gone today. I've asked Andy to do another sales one for us. And since we did what we did, we've got another 4 sales go on. Now, I know that doesn't sound a lot, but it is bank holiday, you know, and the fact of just asking people to do a favour. So I would suggest that some of you have had people actually take this up and not tell you. So you're going to need to look in your back offices to see whether or not it's actually changed, and you can see whether or not there's a sale on there. I don't know if you guys are monitoring your back office, but monitor your back office because this is moving very, very quickly, very, very quickly. If anybody's got any questions that they want to move, especially like the consultants, if you guys want to start moving forward with the commercial energy, feel free to give me a call and we'll get moving forward on that, because I'm going to have a chat with Andy to see if we can get the LOA. So we've got it before we actually take the customer's details. So we've got that information. So if we're walking into business premises, we can get their authorization there and then rather than get it retrospective. But if anyone wants to start moving forward with the commercial, come and give me a shout and we'll start training on it. We'll start getting moving forward with it, because we're already going with the domestic. We might as well do the whole hog. We might as well go full swing on everything that we've got, you know, the opportunity to make money from. But, you know, one thing that I do want to say to everyone is don't look at the size of the teams that some people have got. Don't feel that you have to have a massive, massive team. It makes more sense to have the right people in your team and the people that are actually going out and bringing customers in, because that's what this is all about. It's not about size of teams, it's about how many customers you get, because that's where you get your money from. And you know, if anybody wants to come and have a chat with me after the Zoom, feel free to come and have a chat with me, not a problem.
Okay, so guys, that's what I said, you know, one of the comments there. This is not us saying, right, it's great, this is working there. We're going to find people not finding things easy. My goal is to help these people, because if someone's got I know this works. I know I'm licking my lips and I'm waking up every night, every day in the morning, and I'm excited because I know it's working. And if it's not working, keep working at it and try and find the solution to it. And that's where your sponsor and upline will help you. Here's my very last point. I went out for a meal on Saturday with my wife and my youngest. Obviously, to take time off. Okay, so went to the cinema, saw Fast and Furious 2. Good film. Dave Bailey, you know how good this film is, you know, but you fell asleep when you watched it. But yeah, it was a good film. Fast and Furious 2. Okay, great film. But before I went into there, we finished the bill. I was served by a waiter. Really nice guy, particularly friendly. Okay, and I thought, you know what? I wasn't going to say anything. I couldn't resist it. And my wife and my youngest said, you should say something about him, Dad. You know, you should say something to him. I wasn't going to. I thought, I need to offer this person an opportunity. So what I did, you know, he came in. I then got chatting. I said, you know, I got to say, and I gave him a compliment. You're very, very good at what you're doing. Okay, that's what I said. You're very, very good at what you're doing. Okay, your service is fantastic. How long you been doing this for? And he told me his story. He lived locally. He was in sales. I said, well, you know, I just enjoy what I'm doing here. Okay, I said, I'll tell you what. I've got something I want to show you. I think you would be very good at what I'm doing. Okay, what I'm going to do, I've written my number and my name on a receipt, which I paid by my credit card. I said, what I want you to do is give me a call and I want to show you something. All right, he said, is it sales? I said, not sales. I said, I can't talk to you now because you're working. All right, I don't think it would have gone down too good with the boss actually, but I said to him, look, give me a call there. Okay, the point I'm making, he had my number. It was a cold lead that turned into a warm lead. I didn't have a business card. Okay, I had my mouth, I had a pen, I had my number. So if there's one last thing I can give to you guys, there's no one that if you do it right and you're sincere, and I wouldn't have done it if this guy was miserable. There's no way I would have spoken. I want nice people to work with, but that's what I did. So when someone is saying, "Oh, how's Rob doing?" He's a bit lucky to get the numbers. This is not lucky. Okay, I've been working 9 years to do this, and it's not. I'm not trying to preach here. I'm just saying 9 years of torture. 5.5 years in my first opportunity, hitting my head against a brick wall, not getting the results. If you stay around, bear in mind, guys, I can't go anywhere else now. This is it. So that's why I treat this definitely as a real serious opportunity. So there was an example. I haven't got anyone to speak to. That's what I created. All right. So guys, that's all I want to say. Hopefully you guys got value. You've got if you haven't got my telephone number, I'm happy to hand it out to anyone, and please connect with me because I want to just help as many people as I can. And there's some great people. If you haven't connected with other people here, start adding each other as friends because you guys are going to help each other in this business.
Rob.
Okay? Yes, Sam.
Right, there is one person that we do need to bring on, right? Because if we do not have an analogy for the evening, it doesn't work. So, David.
Go on then. Where is he?
I've raised my hand a couple of times, but I didn't.
David, hold on, David.
I didn't want to push my way in. First, I want to say to Alison is, Alison, you're halfway to £50,000. We've got a 4-3-2-1 system. You've already done 2 of your 4. All right. So think about yourself as being halfway to £50,000. So pat yourself on the back and call it a massive win. The other thing I want to say on the back of what Wes was saying was network on purpose. So I went down to mother-in-law's today. I never visit on my own, but I did today. Wife were hungover, so I networked on purpose. I went down there where I know her bills are. And we've changed it over today at nearly £300, and she's posted it on Facebook. She's 72 years old. So network on purpose, just like what Rob was saying there. I was getting cash out of the cash machine yesterday, and security guards stood in the co-op. Looked miserable as sin. But I've seen him before, so I had a little chat just while we're out, while we're getting money out. And I just turned around to him and went, have you got a pen and paper? Write me your number down. And his eyes lit up. Oh, why? Have you got your own business? I went, yeah. And that were it. He just wrote his number and I took it. I went, I'll drop you a message. Which I'll do tomorrow. So you've got to do it on purpose. This is a business. If you started a business today as a builder, but didn't tell anybody, you know, how you expect to grow your business. So network on purpose. Don't be scared of the no. And just remember, only dead fish go with the flow.
You know what? I've just learned something there. I made a mistake. Thank you, Dave. You know, I learn something every time I hear you, so thank you for saying that. I made a mistake with that guy in the restaurant. because the guy hasn't phoned me. Here's what I've learned. I shouldn't have given him my number. I should have said, let me have your number. Okay? Because if he was one of our principal consultants, if you don't know what that means, look at your marketing plan. If he was one of those principal consultants, I've either got to go back down, well, I will. I'm going to go back down that restaurant. I'm sure my family are like another meal down there. I'm going to search him out, and I'm going to try and get his number. That was my mistake. Okay, remember that. But you can change that. So that's the point there. So, great stuff. Sam, last point.
This is what I've done, right? And this will probably make you all chuckle. So I give my friend Sharon a lift back from the gym every Monday after we spin. So on the way home, she's like, how's things going? I've seen what you've been doing on Facebook. I went, yeah, things are going really well. She said, do you know what? I forgot to get my bills out for you. She goes, I'll screenshot them for you in a couple of days. I went, no, it's all right. I'll wait outside because you'll forget. Here they are.
So Sam, correct me if I'm wrong. You haven't allowed her to give it, like you've actually prompted her to do it there and then.
I've just took her bills and said I'll run through it myself and I'll give you a call later.
There you go. Guys, if you haven't learned anything tonight, I've learned from Sam like that. I've learned from Dave. This is what it's about. We're brainstorming here. So for any of you who have got some good stories, don't keep it to yourselves. Let us know and we'll get you onto the Zoom to try and help you. Because you guys are going to be experiencing so many different things. If it's not working, say, right, Rob, this is what I said. I spoke to 10 people, none of them came on. We'll talk about it. You know, it's not about success. It's about learning, understanding, and finding the solution. Okay? So that's it for me. The very last point, 2 words. Excess policy. If you haven't got that by the end of the week, that means you haven't understood what we're talking about. All right? That's all I would say. All right, guys? So that's it from me, Sam. You know, I'm happy there. Hopefully everyone else is happy there. This will be recorded so you can let everyone know if you've got any teams that they will be, once Sam uploads it, they will be able to get. Is it going to be the Facebook group, Sam?
Yes, exactly where I'll put it, yeah. Yeah,
okay.
As normal, yeah.
Okay, so we'll get that uploaded. Guys, like anything else, I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for coming on. It takes a lot to come on a bank holiday with your time to spend it with us, and hopefully you got some value. And I'm sure if you use a quarter of what we said tonight, you will be a step nearer than you were yesterday or today.
Sarah,
all right, guys?
Sorry, but Rob, Sarah, do you want to say anything before we go? Because we always just blah, 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 and bring you in at the end.
No, I've got nothing more to say than what you've already said. I was going to add about taking your mates for a coffee, take your phone with you. I've done that a couple of times and got there.
And what do you do with the phone, Sarah? What do you mean?
Well, you're sitting having a coffee with someone and then you speak about the electric or whatever, and then you just ask their details and just then show it to them, basically. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Put it in the phone and show it to them. And they'll say, wow, is that a real saving? And then you just say, yeah. And as I say, they go ahead and I've even had one actually put the details through on my phone. So
awesome.
Yeah.
There you go. There's another one, guys. We could just carry on with these. They just work. Right, Sam, we're going to close it down now. Last point, and then we close it down.
I think I'm going to take my phone spinning with me tomorrow.
Quite nice.
Go, Sam's learned something. Well done, Sarah. You know, we'll get you on to make sure you do these little golden nuggets. Right, guys, that's it from us. Again, thank you for coming on. Use the information. Share with your team, and we'll see you all later. Bye.
Thanks, Rob.